Every time I explore Fallout 4 and then switch to Google Earth, I realize something new. From the area that brought you Sanctuary Hills, Mass Fusion, Bar Harbor, and more, these are the striking similarities between Fallout 4 and real life, alongside the well-known landmarks. We have the Boston Public Library and Trinity Church. They really are that close together. And Fenway Park is just down the road. If you're anything like me in survival mode, you've made this run quite a few times. It's not exactly the same as Hangman's Alley, but with a little imagination, it works. The Institute is real, and your loved one might be a synth. Alright, that's probably not true. This is the Institute though, and this is the Institute in the universe where they went with a different style for the courtyard. Let's travel up to Bar Harbor. Bar Harbor was brought to my attention from a viewer in the live streams. I thought I was being lied to when they said it was actually Bar Harbor instead of Far Harbor on the signs in the game, which, well, made this part of the search a lot easier. Once I realized it was Bar Harbor, I just Googled it. It's in Maine. Easy. Back to the Commonwealth. Let's check out the northeast portion of the map. This area interests me a lot, because if you look at it and move Salem and Nahant down some, it lines up great. I'm sure you've heard of the Hatch Memorial Shell. Well, have you tried searching energy companies downtown Boston and comparing it to the map of Fallout 4? You'll notice there's a large cluster of points on the map, and if you look hard enough, you can even see a Mass Fusion icon. This is around the original area where you can find the USS Constitution. It may come as no surprise that Bunker Hill is just a few blocks over. Outside of Bunker Hill, in both universes, you can find the Freedom Trail. This will lead in a similar path to that of Boston's in real life, past Faneuil Hall, which doesn't actually have the USS Constitution on top of a building next to it. Along this trail, you can also find Boston Common and the Massachusetts State House. The search for something that directly resembled Warwick Homestead was a long one, but I knew there had to be something. I didn't return anything valuable in the first search, and thought I wasted yet another hour of my life, until I saw it. Work with me here. Where this is located is the far east side of Quincy, right before the bridge. In real life, where the Weymouth begins, imagine that this bridge is the boundary where the map ends. What we have left is the Naval Shipbuilding Museum, something that loosely resembles an industrial facility, and some surrounding water pumps. I know, it's not the wreck of a ship. There's a shipbuilding museum right at the edge of Quincy, and I think that's cool. After this, I realized either I'm falling down a deep and unrecoverable rabbit hole and probably need to stop working on this video, or maybe, just maybe, we are cooking. Before moving on to Sanctuary Hills, I think there's a few notable mentions that, well, should be mentioned, like the castle. This place is, yeah, just look at that. And Spectacle Island is real, although it is a little bit more inhabited. I spent some time looking for Sanctuary Hills. Once in Concord, I realized most of the neighborhoods had roundabouts. I also found the nearby Walden Pond. I know the Red Rocket is nearby and possibly a statue, so I searched for nearby gas stations. It was a bonus if it was by a river. No results turned up, even after switching to map mode. I started thinking here. Maybe they came to the conclusion that creating the neighborhood one-to-one would be bad for the existing residents. So I stopped my own research. I searched for it online, and while there were some similar areas, none of them really resembled it in a way that satisfied me. This one's probably just symbolically there, through the roundabouts, life along the river, and all that. Cool stuff. If you want more like it, please hit that subscribe button, cause that makes more of these happen, magically.